Good afternoon. Hope you all are fit and fine. Now, when you are in deep sleep, at that time someone disturbs you. In that disturbance, during the disturbance, how do you feel? Yes, you feel irritating. And after that irritation, you got anger. Why do you angry? Why do you angry? Yes, because you are in deep sleep, someone disturbs you. As the someone disturbs you, that means you are in deep sleep, someone disturbs you, that means you need to change from the sleep, from the rest, to the motion, to the movement. And you don't want to accept that change. Because you don't want to accept that change, then you are going to react. And that reaction is in the form of irritation, is in the form of anger. So here, this is the nature of not only the living things, this is the opposing tendency, this is the inherent property. By virtue of it, everyone opposes the change in its state of motion, shape and size, direction. So this opposing tendency is, how can this opposing tendency can be measured? So this opposing tendency is known as the inertia. Inertia. In Hindi, this inertia means jadatva. जड़ का तत्व, जड़ और चेतन, तो जिसमें चेतना होती है यू कैन से दैट द लिविंग वन, एंड जड़ जिसमें चेतना नहीं होती है उसको हम बोलते हैं नॉन लिविंग. सो इन दैट नॉन लिविंग वन, हाउ दैट बिहेव्स means what is the element, what is the elementary nature, what is the basic character of that one, that is known as the inertia. In that basic character, everyone, either living or non-living, opposes the change in its state, either the change in its states of motion or the shape and size or the direction. So what is inertia here? This inertia is opposing tendency. Opposing tendency. Opposing tendency. And here this opposing tendency is known as the inertia. This opposing tendency or the inherent property, by virtue of it, object opposes the change in its state, shape and size and direction. So here this is change in state, shape and size and direction. Now let me show this opposing tendency by this experiment. Now you can see this is the inclined plane. and here is the glass surface. This is the glass surface. If this is the glass surface, means it shows the friction we are going to reduce. Friction is 0. Now in this side, here this is the pan, and this pan we have to keep the weight on this one. This one is the pulley, that is the frictionless pulley. Now here let me show how the opposing tendency is there, how this, and this is the weight. Now here if I keep this weight here, and this one is, there is no movement. Means here if I make friction 0, then whatever is the inertia of these two objects, whatever force is applied by this one, this force is not sufficient. How much force is applied here? M into G, that we can calculate. This force is not overcome to the inertia of that body. So this body is not moving. Let me increase the weight. This weight is increased. Here weight is increased. No effect. Then after that, little more weight, more mass. I have to load this one. Now this is quite more, so it is going down. So let it be reduced, that weight, that one. In between that we need to find, now here one more chalk, or let us take the example of this only, single object. So in that single object, if I carry the load the mass of, I put the chalk here, no movement you can see, then also no movement you can see, no movement you can see, and then also no movement you can see. Means whatever forces are going to be applied, that is insufficient to overcome the inertia. Then after, here this one is kept. As I keep this one, so this is going to be down, this one is down. So here means whatever forces are applied, that forces are sufficient to overcome the inertia if this one is going to move. छोटा वाला 1 second. पकड़ेंगे ले आऊँ मैं इसको. Now let me take the 2, and you can see this one is moving, 2 is quite more and 1 is less. 1 each is each of 50 gram.
पुश कर देंगे।
Now this you can see, this much weight, mass is there, and then हो गया. Now in this way, whatever is the movement is there, means on the basis of the, when whatever force is applied, it overcomes the inertia. On the basis of this experiment, you can understand, if the mass is more, then here on the palm, so in that case more mass is there, more mass is there, so more weight is required to move that one. It means that inertia is directly proportional to the mass. And here this inertia is classified into three types. One is inertia of rest. First is inertia of rest. Second is inertia of motion. And third is inertia of direction. So when the body is at rest, it remains at rest. So at that time, whatever inability, whatever opposing tendency it has, that is known as the inertia of rest. When the body is in motion, it remains in motion. So if we want to stop, at that time whatever inability, whatever oppose, whatever resistance is coming, that is known as the inertia of motion. When we change the direction, in that case whatever is the opposing tendency, that is known as the inertia of direction. Thank you. Have a nice day.